Good morning, everyone. Today is my 39th birthday. I'm in Arizona with Cassie, with my wife, and with our dog. They are sleeping back at the Airbnb. If you've missed some of the recent videos, we are renting an Airbnb in Arizona for a month. We're snowbirding down here. We thought it would be fun for her and Bowser to come down with me when I make my annual pilgrimage down to Arizona. And so having the Airbnb just makes it easier on them. But like I said, they're still sleeping. They're still up back at the Airbnb, and I wanted to go climb a mountain first thing this morning. So that's what we're doing. This area is literally about 5 minutes from our Airbnb. Tons of crazy looking peaks. Really fun place to explore. I hiked up this one a few days ago. And today the objective is this one right here. I think this is the top, somewhere up this way. I think it's a relatively straightforward hike up to the top, and then at the top we have more my style of thing. It's kind of a cliff at the top, and we're gonna have to climb to get through it. So I'm looking forward to that. The weather forecast for today is not good. It's supposed to be raining right now. In fact, it might be over here. Looking to the west, we can see Laughlin, Nevada right there. We are now east of Bullhead City, and you can see these low, sort of threatening clouds. Then over here, it looks like it is raining. This is Spirit Mountain, the heart of Oatman National Monument. I was there last year. I climbed a mountain over here. If you want to check that video out, I'll put a link to it down below. And I think this is the summit block right here, but I did want to show you this little natural arch. Kind of fun. Yeah, I think that this right here is the summit block. I don't know if you guys can really make it out, but right here, right above me, there's a crack in the rock, and I understand that that's how people get up this thing. They climb up that crack. Let's get a closer look here. Yeah, I mean, it's steep and you wouldn't want to fall, but it's definitely doable. It looks like there are plenty of handholds and everything. What does it look like from the side over here? It's actually not too bad from here either. You're a little bit more exposed because you're kind of right on the ridge, and you know, there's kind of a drop over here and a drop to the right, but I don't know, I mean, the holds are gigantic. And the rock is surprisingly solid. I don't know. Let me collect the camera here, and then I'll put the GoPro on my head, and we'll go try the other variation, the other crack right there. Okie doke. Let's see here. Lots of loose stuff. I mean, is this crack any easier than just going up there? I don't know. Oh, my watch is coming undone. Okay, let's just take it handhold by handhold here. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely more on the rock climbing end of the spectrum than hiking, you know? Like if you don't have climbing or a pretty heavy scrambling experience, you won't want to try this thing, but I think that was pretty fun. And now we are on the top. I see a little summit register right here. What a way to start off my birthday. This is what I call a good bang for your buck peak. It took me like 35 minutes to get up here. I don't know how much elevation gain there is. Let me check that really quick. 530 feet, that's a good amount. Nice morning workout, great little climb slash scramble at the end, and it is snowing slash raining or something. Okay, we're gonna make this quick. I don't wanna down climb that if it's like super wet, but let me give you the 360 tour here. Yeah, this is just some little unnamed mountain, nothing fancy. I did sign the summit register, which was here. It was last climbed about 6 months ago, and then 2 years before that. And yeah, it's definitely snowing. How odd. So the main attraction in this area is this crazy thing. It's called Thumb Butte. But I mean, this entire area is just full of craggy, sharp, serrated mountains. Can you see why I like coming here so much? Like, I haven't climbed any of these or any of these. I've climbed a couple of these smaller ones just as little, you know, hour-long hikes as a break between video editing. This is Lake Mojave out here. And then the Colorado River flows out of it over there. This is looking toward Kingman. The highway goes over this little pass right here. And then that drops down into, if you're familiar with this area, drops down into Golden Valley, and then Kingman is like 25 minutes over in that direction. Yeah, it is definitely snowing. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but let's wrap this up. Oh, and you can just barely make out the Land Cruiser right there. This is literally the only day of rain or snow that we're gonna see this entire trip, I'm pretty sure. And of course, it's on my birthday. Keeps things interesting, right? This little mountain climb is just the first of several things we're gonna be doing today, so be sure to stick around. The video is not over. Man, that is loose. Do I want to just climb the ridge? I think I'm just gonna go down the ridge. Then I'll be able to compare the two. I mean, this wasn't bad, but this is just solid. You know, this is loose rock. This is solid rock. Let's make sure the GoPro's facing the right way. You would not want to fall here. Yeah, not bad. That's probably the better way to go, especially coming down. All right, guys. Surely you can see the snow, right? It is full on snowing. That's awesome. Okay, day is off to a great start. I'm gonna hustle on back down to the car, and we'll see you back at the Airbnb or somewhere else down the road. Hi guys, it's a few hours later now, and I've been wanting to bring Cassie to Oatman, which is a cool old mining town up in the mountains. It was founded in 1915. It was a boom town for a couple of years there, and the boom period lasted until, I think for another 10 years. And it's just a really neat example of an old mining town, like old buildings. And Oatman is also known for its donkeys. There are lots of wild burros here. We passed a bunch on the way into town. I think there are some more here. I'll put the footage here of the ones that we already passed. And of course, Oatman was also on Route 66, so you'll see a lot of that kind of paraphernalia around town.
Come closer and listen to what Zoltar has to tell you. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. That's right, you must live your days as if they were your last. Because one day they will be. You know what I mean. So go on, have fun, and surrender more cash for more wisdom from the great Zoltar.
Wow.
Your fortune is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come, let Zoltar tell you more.
Anything good?
You were nature's stepchild. Always, always managing to get in trouble. That's not true.
That donkey's gonna break the door down. There's a whole gang of them. Someone opened the door.
This would be a miserable jail for me because I like to sit.
Yeah, and this one is just, I mean, you can't sit, you have to stand.
And I like sunlight, so that would be jail.
Cassie, what are your thoughts about Oatman? Your first time here? What do you think?
I love it. It's so charming. It's like, you know, you don't see buildings like this very often, and I love that they allow you to just walk through, and that there's donkeys. The donkeys are so neat. I've never seen or been around wild donkeys before, so it's just a very unique experience that I can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, and Oatman is interesting because it is kind of like a tourist trap. Like, these are all touristy shops, but these are like legitimately old buildings from, like, you know, the latter part of the Old West. The early 1900s isn't that old, but like these are still original old buildings, and just like the scenery here, the landscape, it's a really fun place to see, fun place to visit. And look at the mountains around here. It's so crazy. Like, look at that white one right there. Just a wild landscape. I think this is one of my favorite old mining towns in Arizona. Jerome is really good too, and Bisbee is nice, but there's just something about Oatman that I really, really like.
I'm sad that the baby...
I can't feed you, I'm sorry. You have a sticker that says I can't feed you.
I'm sorry.
Your face.
Wow, babe. This is the best field trip ever. Best birthday ever.
That was great. I've been to Oatman 3 or 4 times. This was Cassie's first time, and it's fun to show her places that I really like. And we are now gonna drive out of town the other way and go look at some cheap land for sale. Well, this one was pretty tough to get to. So this is a 5-acre property for $11,500. And if you guys have seen the channel before, you know I like making videos about cheap land that you can buy in various places. And so that's what we're at now. Some pretty big pros and cons to this one. So first of all, Cassie and Bowser are back at the car right there. The road right where I'm parked got really bad, like huge boulders in the road. And even getting to that point was tricky. And it's cold and windy, so Cassie decided to just stay in the car. But look at the view here. Like, the views here are amazing. Look at this. And you're just tucked up, like right up against the mountains. There's only one property between you and the public land. So there's another lot right here that's the same size. And then right here, where this line is, that is the BLM land boundary. And so you can just walk up the street over here into the BLM land, go climb a mountain. This is called the Mount Nut Wilderness, I think. Just crazy. So the views are the big pro, and this is only, as the crow flies, like 5 miles from Oatman. The big con is that, well, A, it's nearly impossible to get to, as it currently is, and then also extremely rocky ground. Like, imagine trying to build on this. Look at this. Yikes. But if you could somehow set up a little camp here, this would be an awesome place to retreat to, an awesome little escape. Again, great mountain views, insane views over here. And then you can also look out at the valley over here. You can actually see it raining over there. Look at that. So this is Golden Valley. And again, $11,500 for 5 acres. And if we look up here, you see those black streaks? That's from water. So when it's raining, you might have some waterfalls in your backyard also. That's cool. Ow. Let me show you the other con here. So for me personally, I like having the cholla out here. It looks cool, but when it gets stuck into your calf, it's less cool. There we go. I think a couple of sticks couldn't fix. Beautiful spot, beautiful area, just not really usable or even really accessible land. So I think I would pass on this one if I were in the market for land in this area. But it's just fun for me to look at this stuff online, like on Zillow and on Land and Farm. And then it's fun for me to go out and look at the places in person and, you know, see the pros and cons. And so it's my birthday, so I wanted to do that today. We're not buying anything today. We're not buying anything on this trip, but hopefully in the future we can buy a little piece of land out here. I don't know, stay tuned. All right, we are back at the Airbnb. We're about to head back out again for dinner. We're gonna get Indian food, that's my favorite type of food, and some ice cream for dessert, but we needed to drop off Bowser first. So while we're here, I wanted to show you the birthday presents that I got, that Cassie got me this morning. We have an AirTag keyring set. I wanted these, I put these on the list. These are just super small, lightweight, low profile ways to add an AirTag to your keyring. And then a trout bottle opener along with a sticker for Topo Chico. I love Topo Chico. It's a very carbonated water, and she couldn't find any at the store here, so this is kind of an IOU for future Topo Chicos that I'll use with the bottle opener there. We like dice games. We brought a game called Strike with us that we've been having fun with, and then she got me 2 more, one called Pizza Party, one called Booty Dice. I think these are supposed to be good. We haven't played them yet, but we'll bust them out tonight and let you know. A variety pack or a sample pack of Tony's Chocolonely chocolate. I really like the dark green one here, the milk chocolate hazelnut, and I haven't tried the others, and so Cassie got me this to try the rest. And then a book called Micro Shelters, 59 Creative Cabins, Tiny Houses, Tree Houses, and Other Small Structures for some inspiration for maybe future building projects, future adventures on the channel. Who knows? Stay tuned. A deburring tool. This is for 3D printing to kind of clean up your prints. I don't have a 3D printer. I'm going to get one in the next couple of months. I've been learning CAD software, 3D modeling software, and so this is apparently an important tool for 3D printing. And then last but not least, some baklava. I really like baklava, and this is sort of a sample pack, and I'm looking forward to this. We already had a few pieces, and they're pretty tasty. But we're just going to enjoy the rest of the day, enjoy the rest of the night, enjoy some snacks and some games when we get back. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, 39 is getting up there. I'm not quite at 40 yet. Next year is the big one, obviously. I should probably plan some sort of big, grand adventure for next year. I think next year is also the 10-year anniversary of the SUV RVing channel, so I doubly need to do something grand and big and fun. So we'll be thinking about that. Let me know if you have some suggestions. Leave those down below. But yeah, you know, I'm getting older, but I feel good. Little problems here and there. I herniated a disc in my back a few months ago. Let's see what else. This wasn't recent, but I had 2 hip surgeries. That's definitely an old man thing, but those were, you know, 6 or 8 years ago at this point. But overall, I'm in good health. I'm happy. Bowser and Cassie help keep me young, and yeah, life is good. It's good to be here in Arizona, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to check out Adventure Know-How, my new site, where you can gain access to a map of all of my free campsites, plus monthly bonus videos that you won't find anywhere else. Learn more at adventureknowhow.com. And for links to everything else SUV RVing related, visit suvrving.com. Links to these sites and more will be in the video description.